So today was my Saturday off. How did it go? Well, it was jam-packed, event-filled, and as usual, you can try and plan, but it never goes according to plan. At least my life never goes according to plan. Anyway, let me give you a rundown. We started about 11 o'clock this morning. Yeah, I slept in. I tried to sleep in. It didn't work that well. My phone would go off. It was like, get up. Okay, I'm going to get up. So then when I got up and I knew that the light on the oven needs fixed, which it still needs fixed. We never got around that today. I immediately went into bombshell mode. I started collecting all the stuff in the front room that needed to be washed, which is all the covering around the chairs and everything. And immediately those made it to the wash. Then I was like, okay, wash your hands, go in there and start baking. So I made 2 brownie mixes. One brownie mix, which is a 13 by 9 family size for, of course, my Wendy's kids, which that's going to do is for the next 2 days after today. And then, of course, my niece, Mackenzie, wanted a Peeps cake. Now, by a Peeps cake, don't say that like Pete sake or Peaks, you know what I'm trying to say. It's late, I'm tired. Anyway, you take your brownie mix, then you take this decorative green icing, which is supposed to look like a field. Then you're supposed to put strategically bunnies and eggs on this cake. Well, they did not have bunnies at Aldi's, so we got the chicks. And I thought, you know what, let's have a little fun with this. I socially distanced the Peeps around the cake and put the chocolate eggs in the middle so it looked like they were all surrounding their eggs and watching their eggs. But anyway, let's go back to my day. So I baked these 2 brownie cakes, and then I was like, I've got to bake something for our neighbor over here. So I baked them some chocolate chip muffins. Then the mower man came and brought back Grandpa's mower, raised the roof. Didn't cost him as much as what he thought. He was really happy it only cost him $50. The guy said he could have done more, but he didn't, and he left that open-ended, and he's like, if you need it done in the future, I can do it. It's like, why don't you go ahead and do it while you have it? But hey, you know what? At least it's work done. Leave it, Donna. Okay. So at that point, I said, okay, let's get to moving. I'm just going to go roll today as it is and just go. We went down to B&D, and everybody's wearing masks. My mask, the little doodad busted. I have got to work on it again and get it fixed, but it's not where it needs to be right now on my face, if you will. I just need to fix it. Anyway, back to what I was saying. We went down to B&D. Grandpa was making comments to him about wearing masks because he's a World War II survivor and he just can't understand, this newfound threat, if you will. It's just bogus to him. So then after that, we went down to Dollar General, made 2 trips in that store, but I got what we needed, which is the main thing. Came back and got to the car, told him we were going to Aldi's. That was a good trip, but we had to learn social distancing again because they have it marked off while you go through that store. Kid you not. They were out of a couple items, but hey, that's to be expected. Not half as bad as when we went to County Market, which I'm going to get to in a little bit. So then, after we get done there, I'd seen on Facebook where my cousin, Cheryl Easton Camfield, had shared that the gas was $1.25 over at Charleston at the Marathon. But I was like, wait a minute, we have to go over to the Dollar Tree to get an appliance bulb for the stove, which never got fixed. So we got that over at Dollar Tree. Again, I wouldn't let Grandpa go in. He was making such a big deal about the mask. And I was like, I just want to get in and get out of the store without a big deal. So we got the bulb, got back in the car, went over, got the gas, came back. Then we went straight over to County Market because I wanted to get all the shopping done, or so I thought. So we go over to County Market. Now I'm going to give you kids a lesson because I've got plenty of these coupons. But the very first thing I want to hit, they were out of Chicken and Stars again by Campbell's. Come on, people. It is not that hard. Let's leave a couple of cans behind. Okay? Because some of us people would like to see some Chicken and Stars on those shelves. Okay? Okay, that's my little rant. So then I get my shopping all the way done and go to the front. I've had a pretty good day up to this point. I'm thinking it's going to be a good day, I get in line after taking 15 minutes over at the book counter, okay, going through the books. Now, I'm going to show you what I mean by going through the books. These coupons are for Harlequin novels on any Harlequin book. And on the corner here, it says it's good until June. See that? June. And it's all because I bought this DVD right after Valentine's Day. They gave me coupons because it's a Harlequin movie. So therefore, it should be good on any Harlequin book at any store that sells books. So I go up there. The little cashier girl, God bless her heart, she fell into question with the coupon. She took the coupon and puts it up by her register and then has the manager come over. Now I understand, because I used to be a cashier. I know a little bit about, groceryism. And they're young, so they don't necessarily know. But he looked at the front and the back of the book. He never looked at the spine to see who was the one that had granted the book to be even in a book form, if you will. Now, take for instance, if I would have brought this book up and wanted a Harlequin coupon, I wouldn't have allowed it. Why? Because it's by Zebra, okay, not Harlequin. But take for instance, I got to find me a Harlequin book here really quick, okay, Susan Mallory, okay. You don't see Harlequin on there, but you see HQN on the back, but up here you see the H that matches the Harlequin H. So therefore, it would have been treated like a Harlequin book. Now, I had found a Harlequin book. Don't ask me the name of it. Don't ask me the title. But it was a Harlequin book, nonetheless. Had my coupon. The girl was like, oh, there's holly on there and a little bit of mistletoe. I said, but there's also a heart if you want to get technical. She goes, I know, and we're like on Easter. I said, but it's good until June. I know. I said, so I can't use the coupon? No, I don't think so. Let me get the manager. Manager looked maybe about 19. He's telling me, well, if you look on the front and you look on the back, there's no thing on the binding. Or he didn't say the binding. I got to get this right. You look on the front, you look on the back, you don't see where it says Harlequin. I wasn't in the mood. I just wanted to go home at that point. I said, fine, put the book back. We'll just get what we got. So we did. But the more I thought about that on the way home, the more it was bugging me. And when something bugs me, I don't let it rest. I just don't. So I called back over to the store. They have nerve to put me on hold because I'm asking for the corporate number. They put me on hold again. They put me on hold again. The third time I get the little gentleman who denied me my book. And he's like, now remember, we talked. I said, yes, but I'm wanting to tell you, you didn't look on the binding. Well, he didn't argue with me. I said, now can you give me the number to the corporate office like I've been asking? He puts me on hold again. So then I talked to the store manager. And I said, look, all I want is the corporate number. He's like, but why do you need it? And I'm thinking to myself, do I have to go through this whole detail again? And then I tell him about how the little cashier girl didn't want to give my coupon back. She put it up by her register. I had to literally ask for it back. I said, you should train your cashiers to learn that the name of the maker of the book is not always up there in the corner. It's on the binding of the book. So he said, I guess you're right. He goes, you still want the number for the corporate office? They won't be in until Monday. I said, I want the number for the corporate office. He gives me the number of the corporate office. He's right. I call the corporate office. No one's there. I have to leave a message. I go into great detail about how they need to train their employees when these coupons hit, because not just me, other people I'm sure will come in your store and want to buy your $8 to $7 books. And right now we're in this pandemic where we're all trying to save money, but yet find some entertainment. The library is closed. And if you go over to like these thrift stores that sell the books, they're closed. So you have to rely on the main retailers. So therefore, as long as they sell these books, they need to be honoring these coupons. I was fired up, needless to say. Time passed, so then I thought about the man over the railroad track who came over this week and helped Grandpa mow, and we didn't even ask him to. He did it out of the kindness of his heart because he seen Grandpa out there struggling with the mower, which was so nice. So we got him a candy dish and some jelly beans, him and his wife over the railroad track, and he said that they would greatly appreciate that, which was nice. So at that point, which by the way, now I'm frustrated, come back in the house, and I thought, okay, I've done all my outside work for the day. And, okay, I've done everything I want to do, which was get, everybody else thought of today by giving them either food treats or some sort of, hey, you know what, we think of you and we think the world of you gifts. So we did that, and I came back inside. I decided it was time to ice the Peep social cake and get it all set, and then put the brownies in a container for the Wendy's kids, which I can make that stretch for 3 days, thanks goodness. And then I was like, okay, what next? So then I came up with this game plan of going to Grandpa and telling him we had to go to Walgreens. Why? We were running low on paper towel. Paper towel, people, not toilet paper. Paper towel, okay? And I was needing some dark chocolate for dark chocolate therapy. What can I say? Plus, I wanted to try to use my coupon at the store. Needless to say, I seen this little girl over by the chocolate. And I'm like, first, do you have some chocolate that's on sale that's dark chocolate? I need some just dark chocolate therapy. Of course, the little girl looks at me. She has no idea what the heck it is to be my age or what I go through on a day-to-day basis. And she tells me, well, this Dove dark chocolate's on sale. I'm thinking, oh, I see a ray of light. So I'm like, okay, that works. So I get the Dove dark chocolate. Grandpa gets his paper towel. I find a book, and I ask her about the coupon. She goes, well, we shouldn't have a problem with it, and if they do, just have them page the manager. So I had to explain to the little girl up front how to ring in the coupon. Still didn't work. We had to call the manager. Manager finally got it to work. Took it forever. He decided just to give me the $1 off. I think he was a little bit put off with me trying to explain about all these other places wouldn't take the coupon, and I was just wanting to use the coupon, and yeah, I was rambling. I tend to ramble when I get nervous. I just do. So then we get out of there. We go to Wendy's. We order stuff there, and I was trying to tell him about my day, and I didn't even get to tell him about my day, which was kind of depressing because it was like nobody was really listening to me at this point, and I'm feeling very like I have a lot to share, and I want to tell everybody, and why isn't anybody listening to me? You know, you ever feel like that? So Grandpa goes, look, we've got car parts in this SUV that nobody's going to work on the SUV now because it's a long story. I don't want to get into it. It's just we need to return the car parts. And I said, good idea. So I take it over to AutoZone. This is the glorious moment of my day. And if it actually holds true, I'm going to be so happy that on Wednesday you'll probably hear me shout, hallelujah. Anyway, I take the car parts that I don't need back to AutoZone, and I'm like, look, can I just give you the short condensed version of what happened and why I need to return what's in my car? And she was like, well, sure, honey, you look like you've been through the dew. And I told her everything. By the time I got through, they had pulled everything that I wanted to return into AutoZone. And she goes, you don't have to worry. We put it right back into your bank account. It'll be there on Wednesday. I'm like, oh, my land. Thank you, Lord. This is a blessing. Because if they wouldn't have done that, I would have had to find $150 worth of stuff to buy at AutoZone. So that would have been a big headache. So we get home, and everything was just overwhelming me at once. So much so that one of my friends was wishing me Happy Easter, and I just start bawling. I mean, bawling. And then I had to get everything done in the house because we have company coming tomorrow. Not more than 10 people, so don't go freaking out on me, okay? And it's just not for a long period of time either, but it's nice to celebrate family, if you will. So that's where we're at with that. So that's what we're doing. Small gathering of very little people. Very little. I mean, I want to talk about it's less than 10 people. Okay, so just be happy with that and smile. Any cahoots. I've been trying to organize this house. It's driving me nuts. It's amazing all my hair is not gray by now. Which, look at this, okay? Never have dyed my hair. Just saying, okay? Never have. I'm pretty proud of that. Some of y'all are like freaking out right now going, oh my gosh, the barbers, the beauticians aren't open. What am I going to do? Still surviving. But the nice thing about it is my hair here, as you see, it's getting longer. This will be the 3rd time that I donate my hair to someone who needs my hair. Meaning I'm letting it grow out. Going to cut it off at a reasonable rate. It's not going to be up here, I guarantee you. But it'll be probably about right where it is now. But by the time we get out of this quarantine, it should be about the middle of my back, which that's perfect because then I'm going to donate it. So anyway, that's how my day was. Very stressful. The good news part of the evening, I got to watch my favorite movie, Unleashing Mr. Darcy with Ryan Paevey. Oh, that man is my heartthrob. And that whole story is based on like the old Pride and Prejudice, but a newer version. And Pride and Prejudice, it's the greatest thing in the whole entire world. I mean, no matter how you tell it, it's my favorite story. It's the yin and the yang, the two magnets that push apart, but yet they pull together. So it's just great. Anyway, we are now on Easter. It's hard to believe. Happy Easter. Hoppy Easter, if you will. And I wish everyone a safe day. I wish them well, happiness, health, and joy. And may you be celebrating today with people that matter to you, with people that put love into your heart, and that you care for them without question. And you never have to wonder if they care, because they're there. I'm not going to cry. I did that earlier. So I'm going to sing a song. I have no idea what I'm going to sing, but I'm going to sing a song. I hope I won't be a perfectionist like I was last night, but we'll see. And then I've got to get back to doing the house again because, like I said, we are going to have a small gathering. Just 3 people. 3 people that I know of. And that's about it. It's not going to be a total of 10, so just settle down. That thing is driving me nuts. Anyway. I will see you again shortly, I promise. Stay healthy, stay well, stay blessed.